Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. How are you all doing? And welcome to Yoyo's live stream. I know this is not my usual time of coming live. However, this is the time I could afford to come live right now. And that's why we are here this morning. Um, okay, sorry about that. I'm hearing myself from another. Um, okay, okay. Sorry about that. I was hearing myself from another explorer. So, good morning, good afternoon. This is the earliest I've done live stream since I started YouTubing. It's 6:47 a.m. my time. You can understand what it is. But I have this time only to talk about this particular topic. And today I'm bringing Editorial and Emmy's Family UK Family Show and Choice TV on this live stream. I also tagged all of them and other reactors as well on the street of Nigerian YouTube space. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining me. It's morning, but I know you guys are awake. So come on in. Let's have this conversation because it's very interesting. And definitely we'll have one or two life lessons to learn from today's discussion. Once again, welcome to my live stream. And the weather for us today is summer, you all know. It's starting off at 91 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's going to be extremely warm today. If it's already 91 at 6:48 a.m. Welcome to my live stream. All right. Emmy Riat, thank you for joining me today. Thank you. And all of you that I tagged, thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. If you're watching from Facebook, thank you for joining. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to do the most important thing, contributing in the conversation. My chat line is open so you can write your own observation and let me know what you're thinking or what you guys think concerning the topic we are talking about. So recently, Editorial and her cousin UK Okeme of UK TV show, UK Family Show, they are back on their family saga again. Um, a little over than 5 months, they were on a different saga last year, which lingered all the way to February. I made a video which I shared on my community page about the same family that they should all enter house. They should stop. They should call themselves to order. If they have husbands at home, their husbands should call them to order. And what are their parents doing? I made that live stream. I shared it last night on my community page. So you can understand that this family is back again on another family saga. And I want to believe that they are not the only ones that have family members, that have cousins, sisters, relatives, or even friends and strangers. Every one of us, in one way or the other, especially in African setting, we have family members. We have people that are related to us either by extended family, either by friendship, and what have you. Why is this family, UK and Editorial's family, always dragging themselves to the streets of YouTube, to the ears of millions of people that care to hear and watch what they display on social media? Why are these mothers? Because they are no longer kids. None of them is below 30. So if they are doing this at their ages, what would they be passing down to their children? Anyway, so Choice TV been talking about this family. Last time she broke out peace and made sure that Peace Tom's money that is being owed by Editorial, her YouTube money precisely, was sent back to Peace Tom. It was a huge discussion. It was a huge saga, back and forth, until Editorial was made to pay that money by Choice TV live stream and also Choice TV's Warriors. Editorial paid that money back to Peace, which was Peace earning from YouTube and other things that came after it. We all know the story, those that have been following Nigerian YouTube space. But recently, they began a new saga. Why do I say that? Yeah, they began a new saga. Editorial announced that she became pregnant. They're expecting. Her mother made a video thanking God. Her cousin Okeme made a video thanking God that her cousin Editorial is pregnant. To God be the glory. Things like that. That did not sit well with Editorial. Editorial went on rampage. She lost her emotion, she lost her cool, and was saying all manner of things in telephone conversations and voice note that she was recording and then sending to UK's husband. I'm not here to talk about fighting words, because fighting words are actually, yeah, allowed. Yeah, fighting words cannot be held seriously, because the other party that is talking has been angered in one way or the other. I'm not here to talk about everything Editorial said. I am here to ask this question and address the elephant in the room. Who brought this voice note to YouTube? Who is that mole in this family? Who is the person that is bringing their dirty linen to the public? I want to believe that, like I said, we have extended families, we have friends, we have acquaintances, and we have intimate members of the family and all of that. Like your nuclear family, you have extended. There is no one on YouTube space that will say, yeah, I haven't seen a family fight before. The way you handle anger is different from the way I will handle it. And at the same time, being civil and being educated has a lot to do with the way you handle things. But unfortunately, this family member, every one of them lost their cool. Every one of them. The voice note that had been played and overplayed and overplayed. What is the intention behind the person that sent this voice note to Choice? I am not here to ask Choice TV to reveal who sent the voice note to her, because that is a protected issue. Yes. Let me even read the privileges some journalists have. A journalist, I'm going to read it, though this is applicable to the US, but I want to believe it might be international as well. If you dig for your own country, you'll be able to find out that journalists are protected. I'm not saying that Choice TV is a journalist, but what I'm saying is that maybe they've assumed and they've taken her to be one. They trusted her so much with information. That's why they're sending voice notes to her. Like I said, I'm not here to ask her to reveal who sent her the voice note. And the quotations said, the idea behind reporters' privilege, okay, is that journalists have limited First Amendment right. Like I said, this one is applicable to the US First Amendment right, not to be forced to reveal information or confidential news sources in courts. They have the right to plead. I plead the fifth. I'm not going to say a word. I plead First Amendment right not to reveal. Okay. America has those kind of clauses. They have those kind of laws that protect citizens. So in that case, the revealing who gave her the information is not relevant. But what I'm here to talk about, who is that mole in this family? Who is that spy that have been collecting information and then sending to Choice? And let us not forget why I'm saying let's address the elephant in the room. People are clamoring they should make peace, they should make peace. With the level of things, information revealed about this family, I don't see them making peace in the next 2 years. I don't see them coming in peace form in the next maybe 3 years. They will start thinking down the line how they handle this thing in 2022, 2023, and then start having a rethink on how to go about the whole thing. So bringing that, the voice note to Choice TV and not telling Choice TV not to share is a different thing. We recall when Choice TV was handling the issue of Sandra, Banta, and the rest of them, she said she had some voice notes, but she's been pleaded with not to share them. So assuming that the person that sent this voice note to Choice was to clear his or her name or to prove that Editorial is utterly bad, the person would have asked Choice, the reason I'm sending you this note is to see that we are not the bad ones. We are not the bad people. But please, do me a favor. Do not air this voice note to the world. But there was no such clause. And that was why Choice TV had to share what she received. Okay? So I'm not asking her to say it was this person, that person, or that person. But I'm asking Editorial and family, and I'm asking UK and family, who is the mole in their family? Who is that spy that is collecting information and revealing your secrets to others? We all have families. We all have family issues. We all have problems. But you don't see people using their own hands to tarnish their very own image. It's difficult and it's very rare. Until I met Editorial and their family, that's when I realized that nothing is impossible in this world. That which you think is sacred is no longer sacred. All right. I'm going to drop read some comment and also welcome some people. Thank you, Entertainment Daily. Thank you for being here. Darling Nanga, thank you for being here. I've been waiting for this live stream since I saw this notification. Oh, thank you so much. To me, the person who sent the information is not important, but the message itself. Absolutely. The person that sent information is very important. I disagree with you, Emmy. I completely disagree with you. Why I'm saying is very important. That person has no intention of making peace between these families. Anybody, whether it's from UK side of the family or Editorial side of the family, because I know it is an insider that sent this message to Choice, is one of the family members, either of the UK side or maybe somebody that wants to betray Editorial. That is the person. And it's very important. That is the vital problem they're having. If they had these conversations in their voice notes and nobody brought it to YouTube, they would have been fighting their Cold War, within their family. But now they are fighting they still have their family problem, and they are facing the war that is there, tearing them into pieces because of their fighting words. That is why it is very important. There is no message. Don't say the message. There is no message. This one is internal message. This is for the family and family only. Strangers do not have right over this information. So who brought it to the internet? Who brought it? I'm asking UK's family show and I'm asking Editorial. This is the time for both of them to sit down and then ask themselves questions. There are so many things to pick from today's conversation if we can open our ears and be open to this. We have African setting. We have our extended family. We have our polygamous family. There is no way any one of us here would tell me, I haven't seen cousins fight. I haven't witnessed, or maybe you've not witnessed, but you've heard or you've seen. There is nobody that will not say, I haven't. But the problem is where you bring your own dirty linen to the public for us to help you do the laundry. That's where it becomes a problem. I'm not here to determine whether UK's husband stuff is this or that. No, it's not relevant because it's only a stark illiterate or dumb person that would think that the size matter when it comes to getting a woman pregnant. It has nothing to do with size. People talk about sizes for pleasure. So, but it takes somebody who refused to understand, because even the palm wine tappers in the village, they know it's not the size that gets their wives pregnant. So it takes somebody who has refused to enlighten her mind or his mind to think otherwise. So I'm not talking about all of those gibberish that they said in their fighting words. Like I said in the beginning, I don't hold fighting words, I hold it with a pinch of salt. Let me put it that way. Sorry, guys. Let me make sure that my battery is charging. I don't know why it's telling me it's not charging. Let's be sure before I turn myself off. Sorry about that, ladies. Okay. I'm back now on power. All right. Okay, I'm going to drop my link, Emmy. Just give me a few seconds. I'm going to drop my link. I don't think they will ever make peace. Looking at that family, any one of them is capable of sending those loyal messages to Choice. Absolutely. Welcome, Estelle Family TV. Thank you for the thumbs up. There is no intention of peace. If whoever that sent this video has no intention of making peace between these cousins, the person who wants the saga to drag, they are enjoying it in one form or shape. Editorial is already placing advertisement on her community page because she knows traffic is definitely going to come based on this saga. So any one of them that send this information to Choice has no intention of uniting the family. Rather, the only intention the person has is to tear down, is to shred, is to cause more confusion, is to stagger this family. That's why the person sent this. Let me prove to the world that this is not my fault. Let me prove to the world that I'm better than my cousin. I'm better than this person. That is the whole essence of this. Because if they had intention of peace, when they sent those voice note to Choice, they could have called Choice, since you have a voice, we want you to see if you can be able to broker peace between us. But there is no intention of peace. The whole motive behind the sending of the voice note, let's say it the way it is to continue the saga, is to prove a point that I am not the bad one. And I don't know who they are proving the point. Strangers like me, we don't need you guys to prove any point. When we start seeing love and unity among yourself, everybody will conform. You don't need to satisfy your strangers called followers or subscribers or fans. By the time they see UK and Edith go for lunch date, dinner date, do cousin gossip situation, every one of your followers, your subscribers, your fan will conform to the fact that this family is at peace. But no, that is not the intention. Let's say it the way it is. It's not the intention whatsoever. They meant to be dragged, and that's why they are doing it. Another thing I will say here before I drop my stream. Growing up, we know what it means to be a man. When men were men, they were men with few words. They don't talk like women. The voice note of yesterday proved me wrong, that this generation, they lost everything that makes a man. And why would you blame them? In today's generation, we see them dress in skirts, tie scarf, wear wigs, paint their lips, and then act like men, all in the name of content creation. Why would you blame them? They have changed. Things have changed. The quest for dollar is changing a lot of things. Even in our African community setting, the quest for US dollar is changing a lot of things. That men are no longer men. Why am I saying this? The voice note yesterday, Editorial's husband was calling a fellow man, a fellow brother-in-law, UK's husband. And then the ideal thing, men will say, hey, dude, how are you doing? I was trying to reach you, but it wasn't getting through. Thank God I finally got you. See, I got this information from my wife. You know, women, they will always be women. That your wife made a video about my wife and it did not sit well with my wife. Please, dude, I need you to talk to your wife. Talk to UK. Let her see how she can drop that video. Okay, you know, women, I don't want to join issues with them. Just talk to, UK. Let her drop the video. Let her remove the video. You know, dude, I hope you act, accordingly. Please do the needful, okay? When you come back now, we'll go see. Thank you so much for taking my call. But that wasn't the man I heard. That wasn't what Mazi and Ukeme's family were doing. They were talking like women. Mazi was cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, did not even allow the other person to air her opinion. Then Ukeme's family, because it was Ukeme's husband that was recording that voice note, he was more careful with the things coming out from his mouth. Mazi, maybe he didn't know that he was being recorded, was venting his emotion as raw as it could be. Maybe the wife was standing beside him, telling me, hey, talk now, say it now, say it now. We know how some women could be. We know that. But what I expected to talk like a man, dude, okay, handle this, I beg. Tell Ukeme to drop the video, okay? Catch you when you come back, period. That is what I grew up knowing. That is what I see in my home. My husband can never come to join issues. I have issues with somebody. My husband will come and, for waiting now. For waiting. There was a scenario that happened at some point. My husband was like, women, I better leave them to go and sort themselves out. Period. But not in the terms of Ukeme, not in the terms of Edith. Edith has so much hold on her husband that if her husband did not follow those steps, Maybe the man will not enjoy the real meal in the home. Maybe the peace will be denied. Maybe the accordion is a relationship between a husband and wife, will be deprived. He wants peace in his home. Maybe that's why he went all the way. But like I said, if you haven't watched my previous live stream I made about this family, I said it depends on who is the husband in the home. A man might be the male, the woman the female, but who calls the shots in a home? That's where you know who a man is. When a man is in charge, he says things like men should, not rambling, not dropping gibberish, not talking like women. I remember growing up those days. My husband, my mother used to say, if my mother hears a man talking cha 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 cha, my mother will say, this man, that the wife in the future is going to have a big problem. That this is the kind, when the woman is talking, they are going to bring, the kitchen stool. My people call it wine oduloku. That's what it's called in Igbo language. The chair, those small kitchen stool. That's what the husband will also drag. That kind of man will drag the kitchen stool to exchange words with the wife. Exchanging barter with the wife. That kind of a person that talks like that. They've taken away what manhood should be. I don't blame them, because you know what? The society is influencing a lot of things. And the quest for dollar is changing the narratives. Another thing I will say here, was the Mazi, you have two daughters, just like myself. And they're friends now. They fight, they make up, they hug themselves, they tell each other, I love you. They are growing up in the love and care you're providing with your wife. Fast forward to 30 years, they are married. And they went their separate ways, married different places. And then in the next 15 or 18 years after, their children are grown, or 20 years after, their kids are grown. That is the situation of Ukeme's mother and Editorial's mother. Take your two daughters and do the imagination. Let your mind play you the trick so you can understand how this family is rooted. And why am I addressing Mazi? Mazi was calling Ukeme's mother a witch, that she is the one eating up Ukeme's babies. That's why she hasn't produced a child. And take these two examples I'm giving, your two daughters. They will grow up to be women, to be married, to have children. And their offsprings will now be the Ukeme of today. That's what their offspring, Editorial and Ukeme, their offspring, their own children, will be cousins tomorrow. And they will also marry. What if your daughter will come back to you and tell your granddaughter at the time, will come back and tell you, Grandpa, that there's this in my head, that my sister's mother-in-law is the one chopping the things in her belly. How will you judge that case? Because when you're angry and you're unable to control your emotion, you can say all manner of things. The Bible says, bridle your tongue. That word means it's heavy. And when you think you can run on your emotion, your anger controlling you, you forget the fact that these two people we are talking about, their mothers are sisters, just like your children are sisters. They will grow up to be adults, to have their own families, and to raise their own children. Then you'll be a grandfather. What if your granddaughter will come back to you and say, Grandpa, there is this thing that my sister's daughter is telling me, that is her mother-in-law that is chopping. Maybe at that time it will be your wife, which is Edith. At that time, you guys will be grandparents. Have you thought about the process? For you to have the guts to say Ukeme's mother is a witch. Anyway, I don't blame you, because you know what? It is only the rat in the house that will welcome the strangers outside and show them where the fish is kept. I don't know the discussion you and Edith are having at home, naming all the witches in their villages. I don't know. And that brings to the thing, when people's minds are beginning to be liberated from the thought of the past generation that this set of community in Nigeria, they are known for witchcraft, they are known for this, they are known. People are being liberated from that. Civilization is coming. People are beginning to see that not all of those things that were said are really true. But you guys are taking people back to those days. Are you telling us that everybody in Akwa Ibom now is a witch? If you're calling Editorial's mother a witch, is your own mother-in-law witch as well? Remember, they are sisters. They came from the same parent, right? As I'm pointing fingers at you guys, the rest of my 4 fingers are pointing at me. We should be careful what we say when we are angry. We should be very careful what we say. Thank you guys for being here. Vicky, I see you. Thank you for being here. Linda Nenya, thank you for being here. All of you, I'm going to be dropping my comment. And I'll also be reading I'll dropping my link, sorry, and I'll be reading few comments. Okay. Danny Nanga said both of them acted childish, but Mazi own was way extreme. I completely agree with you, Darling Nanga. Yomi Kitchen Direct, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, all of you. So my link is down if you have 2 cents to add. This is going to be a very short live stream because I'm going to work immediately after this. And Darling Nanga said, it's now very obvious that Edith is the man of the house because what that nonchalant attitude of Mazi, okay? You can say that again, Darling Nanga. You can say that again. Emmy Ria, thank you for joining me on the stage today. Thank you for being here and welcome to my live stream. Let me go through this comment section so you take the floor. Entertainment Daily says, Nanga, I think the man is afraid of his wife because he earns more than him. Oh, that is obvious. Money is the thing calling the shot these days in families. And Vicky said, Edith. Oh gosh, 1 second, guys. I need to read that Vicky's comment. Vicky said, Edith, same woman, but that put you in her house when you ran away from to Abuja is now a witch. I know just fit talk. Sincerely, Vicky, honestly, the woman did not bewitch her those days, eat her up those days, but it's now. But like I said, it's only the rat in the house who know where the owner keeps the fish. And then you welcome strangers. So Emmy, please go ahead. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning, host. Good morning, everyone in the comment section. Vicky's Corner, I greet you all. Thank you for this platform. We appreciate it. Well, this is my own opinion. No, we all have different opinions. But I feel that anything that has to do with this family, I have zero respect for them. I have zero respect for the man, for the woman, for everybody involved in this matter. I don't even have one respect like this. 1/100 respect. I don't even have it for any one of them involved in this matter. And he said that the person that brought the issue, who is the mole in the family, that what was the person's intention. I want to say that God bless that person that brought this matter to YouTube. I will explain why I said God bless that person. We were talking about recording that the reason why Mazi expressed himself is because he didn't know that Yukeme's husband was recording him, and that Yukeme's husband was careful with his words because he knew he was recording the call. Host, I don't know if you follow these gists inside, but you see these two people, these two families, both the mothers, the fathers, all of them, they all record themselves. Even if you listen to that voice call to the end, you will hear when Edith's husband said that he too has his own recording, meaning as UK's husband is recording that call, he himself is recording his own. That all the conversations they've been having, that he has his own copy too. So for that recording part, it's a normal thing in that family. They record themselves. Now, why did I say God bless that person that brought this information out? When the family drama happened initially, we all thought that this issue has gone. We were happy, we even celebrated. But I want to quickly call your attention to something. When this family drama ended, who came out to apologize to her subscribers? Who was calling for peace? Did you see Editorial come out to say, oh, this one, that? Did you see her do any of that? No. But she came out to come and claim rights. She was dragged for no reason. God will fight for her as if she's a saint in this whole thing. Why, when I was blaming UK family, that why will you bring your family gist out here on the streets of YouTube? Because I know that I myself, I can never do that. But I stopped blaming UK after we heard the real story that this issue has been dragging for over 7 months. Even when UK family, I'm sure you heard the voice note between Grandma Gift and UK family. Each one
Yeah.
is just one. We didn't hear the one Grandma Gift told her that she's envious of her daughter, that that UK kept in the house. UK is now envious of a deed. This is coming from a mother that is supposed to settle both sisters. It was that bad that the mother blocked peace, that was calling her and saying, Mommy, your daughter is owing me and has refused to pay. I stayed with your daughter for months and she could not even give me 5 kobo. So when I got to the village, she managed to send me 10K after people have been begging her. This is somebody that spent months in your house doing the work of house girl. If Edith was to hire a nanny, she will know how much she will pay. When this whole thing was happening, Grandma Gift and everybody in the family was supporting Edith because she's the one giving them the money, giving them the everything. And nobody. Okay, Vicky said, no, only UK came out to apologize. And Vicky, please, did Edith come out to apologize? Because I
No,
didn't
that's
see
what she
her.
said. She said no. Only
You
UK
said,
came out to
okay,
apologize.
okay, thank you. So, when this whole issue was going on, all of them supported Edith against Peace because Peace obviously has no voice. That one has her own in her body, oh, but it's because Peace had no voice. And if you hear this story well, she's used to using people and locking them up in the cell. Even that voice call exposed the number of people she has used and locked up in the cell whenever they ask for their money. But the reason why UK family took up Peace matter was because Edith met Peace in her own wedding. It's just like you met this lady through me. If anything goes wrong, it will fall back on my head. And that was why she was doing everything in the inside for this matter not to come out. Then Editorial did the video in her mom's house that is supposed to correct her that no, you are owing this girl, pay her. That was when UK came out and said, you are owing this girl. This girl came out to say you are owing her, you have refused to pay. And instead of you to correct things, you are coming out to do a video to paint her bad. That was when UK came out. How to bring the matter on
See,
somebody. Okay,
see,
see, see, see, see,
see,
see.
Emmy. I understand where you're
But
going.
let me explain. Let me explain where I'm going so that you understand why I
No,
said God
I
bless the
see. I
person that brought
understand where
this
you're
gift
going,
out.
and I followed that story when it happened the first time. This particular one, I refuse to follow it from with all the details because of what those we are fighting words. The first voice no choice release, we are fighting words. That's what the law calls it, fighting words, and you can't use that. Let me give an example in the school. If when you have teenagers, you understand that things changes a little bit because they are beginning to understand, own their space, and then you will tell your child, please do not hit somebody. Do not. If somebody talks to you the way you don't understand, don't like, talk back to the person. You understand? And nothing is gonna hold you. So far you did not make the first hit, they're not gonna hold you. And if they want to say what you said, it will be considered as fighting words. You understand? So the gravity is actually will be reduced to if nothing. I'm not holding anybody for running on emotions. I'm not. You know why? Because we handle our emotions differently. Edith might not have emotional intelligence. UK might have it better. UK is educated. I'm not sure Edith is. Forget the fact that she tried to speak American
Host, even if you don't have emotional intelligence, does that make you insult somebody's husband like that?
see, insulting her, some you people talk about this, talk about it, insulting somebody's like you people are taking the message you heard. That insult. Let me be very honest with you, Emmy. If I shove you to the throat that you don't have any other way to react, you're going to speak. And when
By
you're speaking,
insulting
you're
by
not.
insulting the man that his thing is small.
Yeah,
Who
wait,
shoved Edith to the throat that made
let
her
me
say
answer you. Let
such?
me answer you, okay? Let me answer you. First of all, we don't know the kind of relationship they had before it all went sour. We don't know how they talk to each other, what kind of respect they have for each other. Because if a man is coming into your house to marry your sister, and if you reduce that man to nothing, ndị Igbo si na idebe something again anyhow, agbata obi eweli akpola afịfịa. Do you understand what I'm saying? It depends on how that husband was introduced. It depends on the kind of respect they have for that man when the going was good. You understand? That's what is going to play when the going is
Host,
no longer good.
host, do you
Yeah.
know why I'm disagreeing with you? No
Yeah.
matter the anger she was under, and that's why I said if you follow this gist well, you will understand why I am not blaming that man. Edith's husband was the one that called UK's husband to start this whole quarrel. And after that call ended, the next thing the man got was that editorial's voice note. So what would trigger your husband talking to me, insulting me and my wife's mother, and the next thing your wife is sending me that kind of voice note? What kind of anger issues is that? Who doesn't have anger issue?
That thank you. You're recognizing that everybody has anger issue. That's why I'm saying Edith might not have emotional intelligence on how to handle her own anger. It might be her voice, yes, because I am the millionaire in this family. So whenever I talk, everybody should be trembling. It could be what is making her. When people come out from poverty and they attain fame and riches, most of them don't know how to handle it. And when you
First,
don't
I
know how to handle
disagree.
your riches, it gets into the head. It makes you
First, I
stupid.
disagree. I
No,
disagree.
no, you can disagree with me. That's why I like my live stream because we are not here to all agree or go in one direction. We have different opinions. Edith is feeling like the millionaire in the house. Everybody must worship me. Everybody must respect me. After all, I brought all of you guys to YouTube. You people are making thousands of dollars, American dollars, because of me. So I should have that respect. But what she's forgetting is that you respect is earned. You don't acquire it, you earn it from others. They will start respecting you because of what, how you present yourself, how you carry yourself, and the kind of conversation you hold with, and how you respect them as well. But whereby you don't respect other people, they might not return back. Life is a life of reciprocal kind of. If you respect me, I called you that same respect. But whereby you don't respect me, I don't have to respect you back. Unless if I have that training to accommodate, I have that
Host,
understanding to swallow and move on. Let me let
host,
me let me say why I'm not holding Edith so badly on her fighting word.
please, let me just quickly say something. Let me just
Okay.
quickly say something. On no account, on no account does Edith have any justification of whatsoever to have said that to that man. First of all, it shows she has no regards for her own father, she has no regards for her own husband, and she has no
Okay,
regard for
okay,
herself. I
okay,
have
Emmy,
been host,
Emmy, I'm
wait,
gonna hold
host,
you.
wait,
I'm gonna
host,
pause you
wait.
here. No, I want to pause you based on what you said. Okay, from what they have shared so far on YouTube, we realize that Edith ran away from the home at in early stage because of stepfather. So you're saying she has no respect for this. She hasn't known the love of a father, maybe. She hasn't known how to respect a man, maybe. Maybe she grew up learning things by herself. And where what you don't know, what you don't have, you can't give. If you don't have that love and respect within you, you don't know how to give it to others.
Host, can I say something?
Yeah, go
Can I
ahead.
say something, please? See, let me tell you, it's not everybody that grew up with their father. Many of us are not coming out here to say stories. But when we go out there in the world, and we see how the world is. Some of us trained ourselves. Some of us gave ourselves home training by ourselves. Many people are from bitter homes, but you've not heard their stories. But when you hear them talk, you will not know. Even if Editorial did not live with her father, or she was angry, or she feels she's the millionaire, she has no right of whatsoever to have spoken to that man that way. I've been angry. I've been offended
Mhm,
bitterly.
mhm.
Bitterly. When I mean bitterly, I will not come out here and say, oh, this. I've been offended bitterly in the heat of the argument.
Emmy,
They called me.
Emmy,
Okay, what is your own opinion in this? I gave my own opinion in the way I can.
MEC,
And when I noticed that I
MEC.
was getting
You
angry,
know
I left the family
one
call.
thing I
You
need
know,
us to
she should not
understand.
give her excuse to say, "Oh,
I'm
she was
not giving
angry."
Edith excuse. No,
Let's not take
let
her
me set you
word
straight.
for it.
Let me set you straight here. I'm not giving Edith excuse for whatever she said. I'm not excusing her. The only thing I said here, I'm not going to hold her fighting words against her. That is simple and period. The only thing I could say is when she stretches it further in terms of pregnancy, it simply means to me that she is as dumb as ASS. Because you think it's the size that determines who gets pregnant. That's where how I'm reading meanings to it. Because it simply means to me that this lady does not get it. That's where she has revealed who she is in that conversation. Not even what she said to the man. Anybody can say anything when they're angry. Anybody can say anything. I've seen two friends that have been friends since when they were 17 years old. They fought on Facebook. People know them, Lolo and Monica. They are fighting on Facebook. I don't know if they stopped fighting. They brought themselves to ground zero when they were doing Olosho in Italy, when they were doing it in Germany, when they shredded themselves. Every secret they had, they tore it into pieces in the presence of everybody on Facebook. I don't know if they've made up. They're in their 30s, or maybe I don't know how old they are, but they've been friends for over 15 years. That is just one example, typical example. People can say something when they're upset. I've seen somebody that the man she so respected was found trying to lure a younger girl into a relationship. Every respect you have for that person will drop. You don't care how you have respected that person in the past. That is me. That's how I will react. I will tell that man off to the very bone where it will hurt him, because I feel you crossed your line trying to, tamper with a young girl's future, in as much as she's an adult, but she's a young adult. I need us to understand something. It's not what she called whatever UK's husband. Those are fighting what she was angry. Let me also say here, when this video hit the internet that she's not liking that video, why didn't UK take down that video? It could have shut down this whole story. I'm not here to defend Edith, but see, if I know, oh, that video I made is causing trouble, I'm so sorry, I beg, that video I no want, I will close it, private that video. Let peace reign. Are we talking about that? I believe that video is still on YouTube today because they are enjoying this. They want the traffic, all of them, including Edith, including the UK. They are enjoying the traffic because the more choice is talking about them, the more people are going to watch their videos, the more people are following, the more people are subscribing. If that particular thing, that cry or that hypocrite video made so much sense to these people, that video UK made would have been dropped. Sincerely speaking. But I don't know, if I check now, that video might still be there. So
Because can I say something?
yeah, go ahead.
This whole your mother is this, your father is this happened after the hypocrisy video. If me I'm UK, I will not bring down that video, because now you said, oh, let us not hold UK's word for this word for it. She said it out of annoyance. The deed has been done. Those that have been insulted have been insulted. So many things that have been said have been said. So many things have gone wrong. If I was UK, I will not delete that. In fact, I will share it on my community. Let her know that I am not a coward.
See, I want to
Oyoyo,
welcome
Oyoyo, please can I say
Danigo and I
something?
want to
Oyoyo,
welcome
Oyoyo,
Stella. Yeah,
Oh, can I say something? Greetings, everyone in the house.
go ahead.
So I try as much as possible not to take sides with these parties, even though obviously sometimes I might be leaning towards one direction more. But but somebody came out to celebrate you, and you did not like it. The easiest thing for you to do is, if you know you don't have access to that person, is to call those people who settled you guys for 3 hours. Call UK's mother, call your mother, and tell them, please, oh mommy, UK has started. She came out celebrating me without even reaching to me privately, and I don't like it. Can you tell her to please take that video down? If Edith had called her mother or UK's mother to make that report, and UK refused to take the video down, anything Edith come outside and say against UK, come and see reactors blasting UK. But the best thing,
Banigo,
please,
I totally agree with what you
yes,
just said.
yes. But
I
the best,
totally agree with it.
yes, but the best thing that Edith found to do was to report to her husband. So when she called her husband and said, come and see, oh, these people don't start again, oh, this woman don't start, oh, the husband then called the man. The men insulted each other. It wasn't enough with that insult. When the husband got home, he then told his wife, I called that man now, see the recording here, see what he need to tell me. He did listen to it. She got fired up, fouled up. Then she sent insult to the man. Go and sorry to use that kind of language here. Go and do this with your wife. Don't you have your private area too? Go and do this with your wife. Then the man in question, that the Richie, sent it to his own wife, that look at what your sister is saying. If it's me, trust me, if it's me, that video goes nowhere.
Because God bless you.
Because she could have taken a simple step that would have made the video go out of YouTube. Simple step. Call your mothers and tell them you don't like that she came out to celebrate you. Simple step. But she didn't do that. She felt the need to, then she came outside to make her own video and start saying hypocrisy and reading Bible. You are reading Bible and saying hypocrisy after you have insulted the person with pregnancy, insulted the hell out of the man. Your husband insulted the husband too, insulted the husband back. At this point, Oyoyo, I don't care if they are after views or whatever. They are mad bunch of family. Edith is mad. UK is mad. And they cannot be controlled. They cannot be controlled. Because I said it, every family has their dirty linen. Even me that I am talking here. I can't say I don't have issues in my family. Okay? Now, whatever the case may be, UK came outside to fight for somebody, right? And you are angry with her. They try to settle it. You don't like it. You should have just called your mother. If Edith had called her mother to tell her, you don't like that celebration video, her mother will call the sister right back and say, I beg, go tell your make it come.
Maninga, I want to say something based on what you said. You said he could have called your mother. Do you really think Edith has that much respect for the mother and the auntie?
Also, Oyoyo, if she doesn't have respect, that means she's a disrespectful nitwit. If she cannot
call your mother. You call your mother when you respect that mother of yours. You understand? Now her words make sense.
She is a disrespectful.
The way Edith goes about, she seems like somebody who should be respected instead of her respecting the mother and the auntie.
For how long? Oyoyo, the only thing we can all keep praying in this life is, oh God, show me mercy. We don't control this air in our lungs. This air that is in our lungs, we don't control it. So if you are feeling like you are too much, we have seen big men crumble in a second. We have seen big men crumble in a second. So if she's feeling so egoistic because you feel you've made money on YouTube, you feel, okay, you are the most richest in your family, then you will not bow to your mother. If at this age I'm in my husband's house, if my mom feels like I annoy her, my mom will not take my call. I have to start going through my sisters to say, what did I do now? Why should they vex? I have to go through my sisters to talk to her to calm down. So, and I'm in my husband's house. She's not feeding me. She's not clothing me at this point. But I still respect my mother. So,
thank you.
I don't care whatever might have happened. I grew up a single mother also. He did not know him, Papa Abi. I know my father, but I did not grow up with him.
And because everybody gets story. Thank you, Jare. Thank you.
But it does not mean that I will not respect my mother. I train myself to school too. I also for myself too, if that is what they want to say. So
everybody has story.
See, the cases are different. I really commend you for everything you've gone through, and you're still there holding down the culture and the value of what we should be as children towards our mothers. But like I said, the stories are different. We don't
It's so
know.
sad.
I'm not here to say that what Edith did is right. I need all of us to understand it categorically. But what I'm trying to say, if they happen to find themselves in the court of law, those fighting words will not be regarded. I need us to understand it. Where I have a problem is that there is no reason for the provocation, and you went on calling somebody name. I have a problem with Mazi calling Keme's mother witches. I have big problem with that. And for emphasis, he said, please record this part and send it to her, because he was
Yes,
it is
record
clear,
it and send
clear
to her.
eyes.
You can
That's where I
imagine.
have a big problem with. But before I continue, I must recognize all of you in the comment section. Thank you guys. And Silva, please go for your lectures. Don't be late. Thank you guys for being here. Maureen Chinonso, thank you for coming. Stella White, what do you have to tell us, please, as a sister from the southern part of Nigeria? What do you have to tell us about our sisters disgracing themselves?
Hello, hello everyone. Oyoyo, good day. How are you? You're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Ami, I greet you.
Thank you,
Banigo
my darling.
TV.
You're welcome, Stella.
Hello. Thank you so much. So
Thank you.
I have very yeah, I have very little input in here. You know, it's just very sad that their family have been brought out to the internet. I feel so saddened. I feel so I don't even know how to say it. Your own family bringing whatever dirty linens you have. Actually, first and foremost, there is no family that doesn't have, you know, trash.
Absolutely.
You fight with your sister, you fight with your brother. At the end of the day, they are still your siblings, they are still your cousins, they are still your husband and wife. Currently there's someone, family issues coming up like that off camera, but nobody is hearing it and it doesn't look so dirty. Now, why this one is like this is that they are both YouTubers and people would have a take in whatever they are saying. Those siding UK, those siding edit. Truly speaking, I don't want to say this one did this, I don't want to say the other one did that. But this is just very sickening. I feel so sad that they are bringing themselves out, and to even involve the men are not even, I don't know if I should say they are not even mature in the entire thing because they are supposed to be the ones to bring in cool. This
Yeah.
one cools off the wife, the other one cools off the wife. It's just so sad. And a lot is actually happening that you people are not even hearing and knowing still on this matter. So I think we should just analyze what we are seeing on internet and forget about and stop over exaggerating because a lot more is happening. I say a lot more is happening. It might not just be the way it appears. It might be more than the way it appears. If you get me, you get me. If you understand what I'm saying, you view. But I'm just trying to say that let's not oversight and overreact and over say things that we are not seeing beyond what we are seeing because if they bring voice notes, react on it. If they bring video, react on it. But let's not go into what has not been said and all. It's just sad. My take is that it's just sad that our family issues are being brought out. I have my own personal family issues. I mean, you do. Oyoyo, you do. But then why don't you bring them to social media? Because definitely people will have something to say, those that will have something nice and those that would have something very bad. So this is just a learning curve for us. That is where I'm going to end. We all should learn from this. Let's all learn from this, truly speaking,
Absolutely.
and amend our own way. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Stella White. I really appreciate your opinion on
Oh, yeah,
this.
yeah.
Sincerely, is a learning curve for
My ans-
everybody. I keep saying it.
my
And
answer.
why am I choosing? If you look at my title, let's address the elephant in the room. I don't want to address what they said, who
Eh?
said, and who did not say. I want to address who brought this to the social media. that person has no intention of making peace. Read my lips. Anybody that brought this to choice has no intention whatsoever to make peace. That person wants this saga to continue. They want people to see, the world to see who this person is and who that person is. And at the same time, forgetting that this might also affect all of them. Now we know the sizes of the Amadi and the cucumber. All right. Now,
Can you just imagine? Can you
so it's
imagine?
crazy.
Eh?
It's
So
entirely crazy. See, if that
So
person
crazy.
that gave Choice that information had asked Choice, please, it's just for your own consumption, for you to broker peace. This would have been
Why
a
would the
different.
person even give it out to Choice? Why? Why?
That's the question.
For that one, why did the person give it to Choice or not? We don't know who gave it to Choice, even though some people's thoughts are leaning towards certain people. But if you are on Facebook and you're familiar with drama, you will understand how people go and bring out information just to prove. Now, me, I keep saying, I don't care whatever they bring out or whatever. Even without bringing out with Choice right now, this saga had already happened since last year where there was issues. And a lot of us were grateful that they finally carried themselves and entered inside. As I repeat it, I'm not saying both of them they are saying to. Both the Ukemel, both the Edith, they have their own fault in this. Both of them have their own fault in this issue on ground now. And truly, yes, it's a learning curve. But any same person, you're never supposed to let this kind of matter on social media make you to learn, because I don't care how much my sister annoys me. I don't care. I'm not ready to come outside and start calling my sister a hypocrite. Even that's why I'm saying this matter had already died. It had already, now they both offended each other. UK started it, making the insult, blah, 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 blah. Editorial replied, yes. They both offended each other. This matter came out again. If that hypocrite video did not come outside, I bet you we will not have any assumption. It would have just been, hey, UK came to celebrate. Suddenly, we will not see the celebration video again now, and we'll just be having our assumption, what happened now? What happened to the video? We didn't see it again. But we don't know that maybe behind the scene, they have already cautioned UK that, my friend, remove the video. The person that you are celebrating doesn't like it. So that hypocrisy video led to many reaction and speculation. Whoever is sending information sent it out and is making this matter drag till now like Ogono or Okra or whatever is slimy.
That's the whole essence of this live stream. Whosoever that brought that to Choice TV had no intention of peace. The person want the saga to continue. They want to expose each other. I'm not holding anything down for Edith. Edith's video I did not watch. I don't watch Edith's video. I would rather watch her remedy videos than watching her lifestyle. Edith video I did not watch. The UK dance video I did not watch. To tell you guys, I'm not following these people. And the essence of me making this, I want to address the elephant. The main issue is who brought it to social media.
Oh, can I say something?
Yeah, Emmy, give me a second. 4 of us here,
Okay.
we accepted that we have our personal family problems. And you're not seeing me here coming to Stella White, I have voice note to give you about my sister. Imagine what my sister said to me. I haven't done that because it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
It's my family business. People are now beginning to say, why would they say this kind of word? Why would they say this? Fighting words, anything can happen.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to butt in. I'm very, very sorry. But let me tell you one thing, that these people, they have lots of people overseas that are backing them financially. Both of them. And both of them want to look good in the, I'm not saying one person, no. Both of them want to look good in the eyes of those people that are backing them financially. Both of them. So if you are saying, what is the reason why this information might be coming out, or what is the reason why one person has done video in the past, is because they are trying to preserve the image that they have in the eyes of those people that are giving them the dollars behind the scenes, that some of them are not coming to make video about. A lot, like, during when this matter was happening, then somebody reached out to me that I should reach out to the girl, the Joy that was arrested, a person that is in the overseas, telling me that she was ready to sponsor the girl to school or whatever the girl wanted. I did reach out to the girl so that this woman will have access to the girl, because what's my own? Oh, yeah, help her now. You want to help somebody that is not having help her. But do you know that person started carrying information to go and meet Edith, that oversee woman? Information that was true.
See, Maningo,
I'm trying to say that they're just presenting
Maningo,
drama.
if we start going back and forth of what happened, I'm not, sincerely speaking, in all honesty, I'm not interested in what happened. I'm not interested in the conversation. Where it really hurts me so deeply is that, anyway, I won't say it hurts me deeply because men are no longer men. This generation of men we have now, they are no longer men, because that call would have been, dude, I see what your wife said. It didn't go down with my with my wife. Please, can you talk to your wife to take the video down? Even before the hypocrite video came up, this story would have ended. But it's obvious that those people are not, they are not men. I can't categorize
no,
them.
that hypocrite video already came up before that conversation that the men had.
Before the call, you see. But
yes,
if at all, if they had wanted this thing to die, that's how men talk. Men don't engage in exchanging banter words, saying that your mother-in-law, so she they chop your wife baby for womb. Go tell her she be witch, all of you. I mean, I didn't grow up seeing men like that. And I married to
maybe you grew up in a very posh area, because I grew up seeing some mad men that are like that. Yes. So maybe you grew up in poshy area or something.
See, I don't know, at one point you came here. I remember saying here what my mother used to say when we were growing up. If we are passing and my mother will hear a man talking, my mother will say, "Oh, Chineke Melo, the wife that will marry this one, that God should pity the future wife." Because this kind man is the type that will bring kitchen stool to be exchanging words with the mother, with the wife. That's what I grew up knowing, that men are also, in fact, they don't engage. If you see men fight, they settle differently. But if you see women fight, they settle differently. But coming to see Editorial's husband, exchanging those words, calling mother-in-law, it's also mother-in-law to him, that she's a witch, she's this, she's that, go and tell her. I found that very offensive. You know why? Editorials and Emmy, they have two daughters, just like Ukeme's mother and Editorial's mother. Those girls will grow up tomorrow, find love, marry, make their own families, their own children, then Edith, they will be grandparents. If somebody should come back and tell them that is the other one that is bewitched, is making my cousin not to have children, how would they process it? Let's be realistic. We are always very short. We close up ourselves so quickly in the environment.
If I have to come in again,
we don't think about the future.
If I have to come in again, hello. If I have to come in again, going by the title of this your video, who is the person that sent
those things? Yeah.
Hello? Yes. Who is the person? And the next question is, what was the intention of this person?
Saga, to continue the dragging.
This, exactly. For the person to even record and keep it, and when time arose, it was being sent to some other person, that's someone outside the family, someone on social media, someone on the internet. Oyoyo, I must agree with you that person does not want peace. That person does not want peace to end.
Yeah, go ahead, Emmy.
Okay.
All right. I want to quickly calm down, but let me just say this first. I feel, I was trying to explain to you why I support that person that brought this thing out. Why I support that person is that these two people don't listen to their parents, they don't listen to their husband, to anybody. Who they listen to are YouTube subscribers that give them money in thousands.
Emmy, please.
Let me finish saying my own.
Let me say you support that person, please.
I support the person. Yes, I do. These people only listen to subscribers that give them thousands and millions. Don't forget, somebody gave Editorial 500K to renovate her in-laws house. If you follow this issue well, UK said that the person that made that saga stop then was a subscriber that gives Edith and UK money, meaning even the mothers couldn't talk to them to go inside. And don't also forget that when this hypocrite issue came out, these people have somebody that they report to. I'm sure that woman must have reached out to Edit and UK. I thought I said to the people what happened, and then they started forwarding voice notes to the woman. Then the woman is alpha and omega in their lives. She can decide how she wants to use the voice note. And then he said, okay, since these people don't want to enter inside house and have peace, maybe when I bring them out, they will finally enter inside house. And why I support that person is that after this matter that came out, I'm not even asking them to make peace. That's not my business. But I know that they will never, ever come out on this YouTube street and talk about each other. And that purpose has been achieved. I'm in the
Okay.
comments section.
I want to thank all of you for joining me today. Honestly, I want to believe our message has been sent. Emmy is of the opinion that she support the person that brought the music. It's so unfortunate because, Emmy, why I said you should not support the person, if you were the one having problems with your family and you sent it to a third party and the person decided to bring
Exactly.
it
That
to
is
the family,
where I am
to YouTube,
coming from.
you wouldn't be comfortable saying you
True.
support the person.
Nobody
Oyoyo,
will.
You won't.
Oyoyo,
Nobody
if the
will.
parties, I'm not saying I support the person bringing it out, but if the persons involved are people that do not listen,
It's
how
none
can
of
your
our
parents,
business. If they
Oyoyo,
don't
yes,
listen, it's
Oyoyo,
nobody's business.
Oyoyo, Oyoyo,
Uh-huh.
yes, it's nobody's business. But let's assume, I mean, like these people are, they make their money, they feed off social media. I make my money off social media, right? They make their money off social media. So this person, I'm not saying it's a good thing or it's the best option, whatever the person has sent out. But this person might have looked at it and said, okay, since you guys don't want to listen, maybe where you guys are making money from, they start seeing you guys some type of way. I'm not saying it's the best, Oyoyo. Don't
Okay.
get me wrong. I'm not saying it. I'm not supporting it. That is the best option that they could have done.
Mhm.
I'm not saying it. Also, Stella was saying, what was the intention? The intention of sending that information out, we might never ever know because we don't know the person. And Choice will never tell us that person that sent out that voice
No,
note.
I'm not even expecting her to.
Yes. But all in all, the people that are very important to Edith and UK are their gifters that are abroad. Those are the most, apart from maybe their husband and their children, no, on this social media, their gifters are very important to them. Very, very important to them. Those are the only people they value. So if by the time people are beginning to dress far from them now for their disgusting, because I started, Edith was one of the Nigerian YouTubers I started watching. And when I saw her then, she was young, and I'll be like, this young lady is not even ashamed to show her the realness of her life in her one room in Abuja. How she's, when she's taking it, the realness, she was real and raw. I used to look at her with so much admiration. Even though as an hairstylist and a makeup artist, I'll be like, oh, I didn't even know she had a channel with over 3 million or whatever as at then. So seeing that editorial, to be this person today, like, it's not like nobody, we don't have our personal scalency. Me, I'm a dramatic person if it comes from me. But I will not, but when it comes to my personal life, it will be very, very hard for you to come and see that madness on social media, unless somebody on social media comes for me. So these people now, both of them now, if with all this old drama that has happened on this social media, they are not ready to carry their clothes, their shame and cover their face and enter house, how they've had their linen, their husbands have disgraced themselves and their wives and their mothers. If they say they don't want to stop, at this point, peace is far from them. Peace, you see this thing that we're calling peace, it is far from them. As Stella said, that the matter might be more. Whoever wants to react to what they are seeing on the social media, yes, we will react to what we see. But in the midst of reacting, you will make assumptions, just like we are making assumptions now, wondering why that person or what was the intention of that person for sending out that voice note. So there's no way assumptions.
Thank you so
not
much,
coming.
Banigo. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I have to cut you short. I have 4 minutes to resume work. It's just barely to 8 o'clock in the morning. So I want to be rounding up. This is the only time I have to do this live stream. Unfortunately, it's going to be very short. I understand what you're saying. I appreciate you. And The thing is that we might not understand know the intention, but sincerely speaking, from my understanding, the person that brought this to social media did not mean well for both of them. Period. If you really mean well for people, you don't have to disgrace them that much before you render peace. If that person is so important in their lives, the person can broker peace between them offline without everybody having a piece of their conversation or a piece of their dirty stories. We don't need all of those to try. We don't. The thing is this, edit, if you have problem, which I know obviously you have, first of all, you don't have any respect for your husband. It's unfortunate because if you do, those things that were said on those, you shouldn't have made those utterances. And whereby you don't have respect for your own husband, you extend it to your cousin because the same eye you're seeing your husband is with same eye you see Ukeme's husband. What can they do? Men that cannot provide. For the fact that you're the breadwinner of the home does not mean you are the head of the home. We should still accord our husbands some respect due to them. And if you're unable to listen to your mother, is it me that you listen to? It's unfortunate. I don't know how your growing up was, but from everything that happened in your life growing up is a lesson for a better you. It shouldn't turn you to a monster. It should make you better because you don't want to experience that. It will even bring charity to your soul because anybody you see suffering, you want to extend hand of charity. You want to bring that person out of suffering and make the person feel welcome and loved. That's what experiences brings in our lives. If you have experienced toughness, you wouldn't want another person to go through it if you're genuine. And for Keme, if you, all of you, doing all of this, including a mommy gift and a grandma gift, everything you guys said, I'm not here to dissect your word because if I do, this live stream is going to be forever. Okay, because every one of you have issues on all the things spilled. But what I'm saying is, whosoever that brought this to social media, that sent it to Choice TV, you have no good intention for Editorial and Ukeme. You have no good intention for these two people. If you think you have good intentions for bringing this to social media, tell me in the comment section or make a voice note and send back to Choice to defend your intention. Because it's obvious that your love is shallow towards this family. You can't tell me you don't have your own personal problems and you don't go sending it to Choice TV, whoever that send this, for them to come and trash and help you and your siblings make peace. That is the problem, the big problem, the elephant in the room. Who brought this to social media? You did not bring it so that Choice can broker peace. You bring it to shred them, to show the world who Edith is, who Ukeme is, who Mazi is, who Daddy Richie is, and who Grandma Gift is. You did not mean well for this family. And like I said to Mazi, you have two daughters, just like Edith's mother and Ukeme's mother. Play the scenario in your mind growing old when you're a grandparent. Your children are having, your grandchildren are having this kind of problem. How would you broker peace? Maybe that will help you to understand what blood is and what family is. I want to thank all of you for joining me today. Choice TV, thank you for being
Before we
here.
go, Oyoyo,
Yes, Stella.
Oyoyo, hello. Before you go, yes, I would like to tell us that the family is an integral part of us, and anything we do, we should be very, very much conscious that a family is where you run to when the world is running after you. So
Absolutely.
if you make your family a a place where you cannot fall back to, then you know that you are going down the drain. All these people making these people feel like they are God,
Okay.
giving them money and all that, they are not meaning well. So please, let's respect our families in any way that we can. Thank you very much.
Thank Thank you so much, Stella.
Oh,
I really appreciate you.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And Choice TV, thank you. I can understand you said you are at work. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I can't go beyond this time. And if need be, I might come early tomorrow to talk about whatever that is left. But if you think we missed anything, please do me well by leaving them in the comment section what you think, what your own opinion is about this. Like I said, the elephant in the room is whoever that brought this conversation to social media. The person do not mean well. The person is not thinking about the impact it's going to have on the family. The person is not thinking about the children involved in this family and all of that. If you really meant well, you could have, between you, Choice TV, Ukeme, and Editorial, 3 of you or 4 of you would have had this conversation off YouTube and see how you guys can broker peace. If you believe so much that Choice can be able to help you guys to broker peace, you could have told Choice TV, please, I don't want this to be aired. I'm giving you this information. I want you to help me to bring these cousins together. I want you to help me. But none of those were said. Like I said in the course of this live stream, that Choice TV had received voice notes in the past, but people asked her not to share and she did not share. But there was no clause in this voice note. And the whole essence is what? To bring, to open what people did not know happening behind. Anyway, that is what I have to say. And I want to use this opportunity to tell Edith and Ukeme, this your problem you guys are having is deep rooted. It's not YouTube problem. It's problem way back when you guys were growing up. And until you get down to the root of your problem, then you start having some closure. You can't have closure if you have not addressed the main problem. You guys have deep-seated hatred for each other, and it's playing out on YouTube. Just a little trigger, you guys will lose it. It's unfortunate. None of you is even respecting your husbands. None of you respecting your mothers. Is very unfortunate. I don't know what you guys think that your children are not watching. Your children are seeing this thing. Edith, your girls might still be small, but guess what? They will grow to see these videos. They might not see the one in your channel, but they might see the one in Choices TV. They might see this particular one that I'm making today. And I want us to be very careful as we go about our lives, especially when you're in a family way, you're a mother. Put your children first into consideration before you turn your ring light on. Think about them first. Money isn't everything. But I tell you, those kids' sanity means the world. And for Mazi, sincerely speaking, you fold my hands to say that you're an Igbo man, but indeed you are. But I'm not surprised anyway, because I've seen men do crazy things, all because of the quest for US dollars. Until I meet you guys in my next live stream, please do me well by loving yourself. First of all, appreciate yourself, because if you don't love yourself enough, you don't have love to give outside. And that's what is happening to these sisters. They don't love themselves. If they truly do, they will not be sharing their voice note to strangers to broker peace. One person would have stepped it up and say, you know what, I'm sorry. I'm coming to your house today. If you want buy me, we'll go buy ourselves, but we must make peace. But they don't have that kind of love. And it's unfortunate. So guys, I have to start work, and you guys should have a blessed day. Until I see you guys in my next live stream, please love each other and remember, family is all you got. When the whole world is collapsing on your head, family is what you got. Even marriages are not guaranteed. To be honest with you, Yule Dochie, 17 years of marriage, where are they today with me? Is not guaranteed. The only thing that is guaranteed is that your family. Your man might decide to walk away. You might decide to walk away in the marriage, but your blood will not walk away from you, no matter how. Until I see you in the next live stream, be well. Bye, everybody.